Hi, my name is Max Whaley. I teach anatomy and physiology, and today we're going to talk about proteins. Proteins are really important because our genes code for proteins. 20,000 genes, 20,000 some odd proteins in our body that make up structures that signal for hormones regulating different things like blood sugar, growth, proteins that help you with chemical reactions that you need to happen in your body. So I have a few students here who are going to talk about some proteins, what they're made up of, and what they're shaped like, and what they do, and why they're specifically important.
My protein is keratin. Keratin is a fibrosis protein performing the main structural constitute of hair, feathers, hooves, claws, horns, etc. There's a little picture of it right here. So the structure of keratin, it's one of a family of fibrosis structural proteins. It is the key structural material for making up, your hair, your skin, and your nails. Keratin is also a protein that protects epithelial cells from damage or stress. The function of keratin is an important protein in the epidermis. Keratin has two main functions: to adhere cells to each other and to form a protective layer on the outside of the skin. In epithelial cells, keratin proteins inside the cell attach to proteins called desmosomes on the surface. So keratin is significant because it's not only crucial for the hair, but it is essential for the component of all of the soft tissue cells in our body. If we didn't have keratin, our skin would fall apart and our internal organs would lack any structural integrity. We wouldn't have any nails either, since almost entirely our nails are made up of keratin. Even our bones contain keratin. So without that, the cells, which are the cells that generate the calcium structure of our bones, wouldn't be there. So.
Can I ask one question real quick? What do you want to do for a career?
Cosmetology.
And how does keratin relate to your career?
Because for our hair to be healthy, strong, it needs keratin proteins in it. That's why we have shampoos that have keratin in it, and there's keratin treatments for our hair to keep it healthy, for it to not fall out and lack that keratin protein. And then nails, keratin are in our nails, and that's what really makes up our nails. And without that, our nails would be ugly.
Fantastic.
Hi, I'm MLS. I'm a protein made in the mouth. I'm a polypeptide chain of 49 amino acids. I catalyze the hydrolysis of starch into sugars. It basically looks like a whole bunch of hair. It's like that. How does my protein function? It's important that my balance is healthy, because imbalance can damage your pancreas, causing pancreatic diseases. And MLS, I'm important because when the body is functioning properly, my salivary glands make me, which begins a digestive process by breaking down starches when you chew, converting it into sugars. And how I function, it's important that my balance is healthy. So I did that wrong. When I am not functioning properly, my balance is too low. It can cause abdominal pain, fever, nausea, and vomiting. When it's too high, it can cause pancreatic disorders and can cause salivary glands to swell. Apply it. So whenever you eat healthy, your vegetables and fruits, my balance is well and chemical digestion goes properly.
My protein is oxytocin. Oxytocin is aka the love hormone. It's a peptide hormone and neuropeptide. It's in the pituitary gland in the brain, and it is which regulates hormones and secretes them into the body, and then it's also in the hypothalamus, which produces oxygen. And then the main function is oxytocin is a hormone that acts on the breast and uterus and chemical messengers in the brain. This controls key aspects in our reproduction system and human behavior. This is also what it looks like. It has 9 amino acids. And apply it when I'm pregnant or when anyone's pregnant. Oxytocin speeds up the delivery of placenta, circular organ in the uterus that nourishes my baby while reducing heavy bleeding in my uterus. Main action. It can promote sexual arousal, trust, anxiety, and bonding. It has contractions of the womb during lactation and childbirth. Stimulates uterine muscles to contract and increase production in the prostaglands, and etc. If you have too much oxytocin, it's linked with benign prostatic hyperplasia condition that affects prostates in more than half of men 50 and older, which have difficulty passing urine. And too little oxytocin is linked with autism and autistic spectrum disorders. The key element in this disorder is being poor social functions and also linked to depressive disorders.
I'm gonna do actin-myosin. Actin-myosin is a protein that contracts and relaxes the muscle. Troponin and tropomyosin unveils actin, and the actin is exposed. And then we got ADP and ATP. ADP is an important organic compound in metabolism and key to energy in living cells. ATP is a complex compound that is found in all forms of life and drives muscle contraction, chemical synthesis, and a nerve impulse.
Fantastic. Thank you for watching. Please give these proteins and their presenters a round of applause.